Welcome to the Art of Hitting channel. This channel is strong advocates of the overlap grip. In slow pitch softball, of course, not in baseball, promoting it as a way to generate more bat speed, leverage, and control through the swing. My philosophy emphasizes maximizing whip and barrel control by eliminating unnecessary hand movement and allowing the top hand to guide the bat while the bottom hand provides stability. In this inclusive interview, Ed Rose interviews veteran softball player Dale Blankenship at the Florida Half-Century Tournament about his transition to the overlap grip. Dale shares how adopting this technique has significantly increased his hitting distance and overall consistency at the plate. He describes newfound bat speed, improved barrel control, and effortless power that the grip provides. Now let's listen to Dale talk to Ed how he came about it very reluctantly, actually, and is really surprised and wants. The audience, what's your name and where you're from and how
Hi
old
guys,
are you?
I'm Dale Blankenship. I've been in Florida since I was 26, but born and raised in Baltimore. And I think what Ed wants me to talk about is I've been playing senior softball for maybe 15 years. And
Let me lead you into it.
okay,
Yeah. We've known each other for what, 20 years? No.
yeah, well, I
long?
started playing when I was about 53, and I'm 64. So no, only about 11 years.
11 years.
You know,
okay.
first time I played, I was on Rose Enterprises on Thursday nights up there at Palm Bay Regional. I was on your team. You guys drafted me on.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
Really?
I was your leadoff hitter.
Really?
Yeah, I was your leadoff hitter.
I don't even remember that, dude. That's when they were walking me all the time, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
And Mark was on that team too.
Yeah, and
Watchman.
they walked me all the damn time. It was, you probably said, this guy can't hit. Why are they walking?
Not at all true.
So listen, man, I always talk to you about you're a good hitter, a very good hitter, a very good defensive player, and I said you could get a little more extra with the overlap grip, and you said to me initially.
Well, I was happy with the grip I had, and I was hitting for power with no problem, you know. And at that time, I was probably 58. But then when I got to be about 60, 61,
And you're now 60, 61.
now I'm 64. But when I was 60, 61,
You're
I
still
noticed
hitting.
the power started to dwindle. Balls that were going out were now being caught at the warning track.
Uh-huh.
So I still resisted switching over because I just didn't see it yet, and I still was hitting for good average. But only a couple months ago, I switched over to overlap grip, and man, it just took to me. It took about 2 weeks of batting practice, and it really took to me, and the balls are going over the fence again where they were. They were coming up 280, 290. Now they're going over the fence by 20 feet.
What's the grip you use? Show me with your hands.
Well, I'm hanging one. I started out just hanging 2 fingers, and then there's one hit like this. But I've changed it a little bit. Now I'm just hanging 1 finger, and I'm a complete overlap with the other
Completely
hand.
over.
Yeah.
So you think it does what now?
It's giving me more whip.
More
through the
whip,
zone.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What about distance?
Yeah, distances, I'd say, I'm gaining 30 feet over what I was getting before.
30 feet, that's a lot.
Yeah,
And you think it's actually 30 feet?
yeah, I know it is. I know it is.
You're getting a better snap for sure. You're getting to be able to hit pitches you never could hit before, right?
Yep. And the thing that took me another couple weeks to get used to, and I'm still getting used to it, but is you got to remember your sweet spot is now this much farther out than it used to be. So the head of the bat is traveling faster that far out, you know, than it would be a little
And
bit
you get
closer
the
in.
bat around faster, right, too?
Yep.
You got to have all these things. It's like having a perfect storm. You got to have the correct bat, the weight, feel in your in your hands and how you use it. But you
And I
are
think-
now a convert.
I
of the
am, but
overlap
it's only
grip.
been since Thanksgiving, and now it's the 1st of February, and that's been that quick for me. I think over the next year it's going to get more natural and more better.
So what do you recommend to people?
Man, it sure worked for me. And I don't feel like I've lost a whole lot of direction. I was always I could go line to line when I wanted to.
Yeah, a
and
lot
I
of
can
people
still
think
do
you,
that.
Yeah, a lot of people think you. Well, you know me. I hit all over now, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So
Line to line.
I'm gonna tell you what, overlap grip made the player. Made me the player. Look, you're more than just the overlap grip, just more of a hitter.
Yeah.
You got to play all, but you got to make the changes where you can, and that certainly elevated my swing.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Well, anything
All
to
right.
add or
Yeah,
close?
nothing more. Thanks for talking to me, Ed.
Yeah, thank you. Now you have Bogey and his son Ken and Ed Rose and what's that guy's name? Oh, Dan. Big Dan O. Carlson. They all support the overlap grip. A lot of people support the overlap grip. It's not the end all to be all, but I could say Mike Masenko and just go down the list. Greg Cannell, but the list goes on. It's what you like. We're trying to share with you. So please hit subscribe.